Today, we're sequencing the Model D using the Deluge.
Freebie.
Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome to Freebeat, where I post new music-related content every single day, so if that sounds good to you, hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell. Today's patron shout-out goes to Jury. Thank you so very much for the support. Let's get started. So I said I was going to use the Model D more on the channel, and here we are. I'm pairing it up with my most recent acquisition here, the Synthstrom Deluge, and I have not used any MIDI features on the Deluge yet, and I figured, well, I want to use the Model D more. Let's pair them up and give it a shot. So let me explain the cable situation real quick here. Really only two things that matter. The MIDI in of the Model D is going to the MIDI out of the Deluge. You can't see because I have the Model D propped up, but the MIDI out of the Deluge into the MIDI in of the Model D, so we can control the Model D with the Deluge. And then I have the audio out of the Model D going into the Deluge, so we can actually hear the audio going through the Deluge, and I think we can use the Deluge effects on the Model D audio. Then just the normal audio output of the Deluge is going into my audio interface, and yeah, they're both powered to the wall. That's it. Also, really quick, sorry if you can hear the leaf blower outside. The maintenance crew just randomly showed up today. They normally don't show up on Wednesdays, but yeah, don't know what that's about. Anyway, I've got a blank project pulled up, and we've got just a normal synth loaded in. So that's an internal synth that you're hearing. The first thing I want to do is actually go into song mode and make a new track and make that an audio track, because we want to route the Model D's audio through the Deluge. So I've created my audio track down here in this row. I'm going to hold learn/input and then click anywhere on that audio track, and I'm going to select left with a dot. Left because the Model D is just a mono synth, and the dot because we want to monitor the audio. So a quick way to see if we have audio on the Model D is to turn on the tuner. There we go. Now I can control the volume right there. Cool. Awesome. All the audio coming out of the Model D is going to be monitored by that track on the Deluge. So what we want to do next is create an actual MIDI track to control the Deluge. So I'm going to make a new track down here. It's going to instantly go into it, or new clip. From there, we're going to change the type to MIDI, okay? Now, the value on the screen is showing us the MIDI channel, which is channel 1, which should be the same channel as the Model D. So when I press the audition pads here, we should hear the Model D audio. I'm pretty sure that's the Model D audio. Quick way to find out. Yep. Cool. So just like that, we are controlling the Model D. Awesome. So I think with that, we can just go ahead and sequence something. So let's go ahead and set our scale here to minor. Yeah, let's go ahead and come up with something. I don't like that at all. Let's go down to E, actually, and I'm going to set E as our root. There we go. So now this is E, and we're in E minor. Okay, cool. Let's sequence something now. And of course, we can play with all of the parameters on the Model D, since that's the Model D audio we're hearing. Cool. Also, it should be very clear I am a complete noob when it comes to the Model D. I need to learn way more about it, as evidenced by that little knob fiddling session. However, what if we want to take the Model D audio and run it through the effects of the Deluge? Well, we can't do that from the current track that we're on because this is just the MIDI track. We're not actually dealing with the audio. Remember, we made a separate track for the audio. And there might be a better way to do this, but right now with my understanding of the Deluge, this is the simplest way in my mind to make this happen. So I went into that audio track, right? And now we can actually play with the effects. So let's hit play. Some reverb. Of course, we can change the type of reverb. Let's go medium. There we go. Let's go ping pong delay. Okay. Of course, we can play with the filters here on the Deluge as well. I'd recommend using the ones on the Model D, though. In fact, let's test the two of them. Let's do the Deluge filter first. Now we'll do the filter on the Model D here. Yeah, of course it's going to be better. It's, you know, a true analog filter. Okay, so now what we can do is just treat this like another track and instrument in our song. So I can open up a blank patch here and get a new synth. Yeah. Let's go ahead and set this to 4 measures long and go ahead and record. Here we go. 2, 3, 4. All right, let's have a listen. There we go, and as you can tell, I was able to mess with the pan a little bit and just kind of, you know, start to smooth things out. Let's get some drums real quick. You know we're going to kit 10. That snare is too good. Let's affect entire kit. Volume up. All right, just got a very basic drum pattern put in here. Let's go. There we go. And yes, if you are wondering, we could have also recorded the audio from the Model D straight into the Deluge, into that audio track that we were using to monitor the Model D. Cool, so all in all, that was fairly easy and pretty effective too, I think. Just goes to show, of course, the power of the Deluge, and honestly, that's got me wanting to explore the Model D quite a bit more. Fun fact, I've never really played with any of the albeit limited patch options. I just really haven't played with them. So that is something we should definitely do in the very near future. I do hope you found this video entertaining. If you did, be sure to leave a like on it. If not, of course, you can always leave a dislike. That's okay too. Doesn't hurt my feelings, just makes me try that much harder next time. Either way, be sure to hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell. Thank you all so very much for being here. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye.